I'm April. I'm an airline stewardess, and we're having a one-night stand.
Hell yeah. Yes, you are.
Oh, it's a darling apartment.
Thank you.
It's just darling. Did you do it yourself?
Yes. Me. Yes, I did, yes.
Yourself?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It's just darling. Did you really do it yourself?
Yes. Why did you hear I didn't?
No. Oh, but this is just precious.
Yeah. I never really noticed that. I just live here.
Oh, it's terribly clever. See how all of the furniture is placed in little different areas to make it seem warm and inviting and tucked in.
How about that?
The colors you've chosen are so simple and relaxing and masculine. Isn't this clever and interesting?
Yeah. Clever.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I don't really spend much time here. I just kind of come in on my way to the, bedroom to go to the bathroom to get ready to go out again.
You mean you never spend much time in here? It's so dear. But I guess that's why you like it so much. If you don't spend that much time with it, it keeps it special and important.
Yes. And this is the bedroom.
Oh.
And, you love it, I can tell. I can always find a different place.
When I first became an airline stewardess, a friend of mine who had a garden apartment gave me a cocoon for my bedroom. He collects things like that, insects and caterpillars and things like that. It was attached to a twig, and he told me one day I'd wake up to find a beautiful butterfly in my apartment. When it hatched, he said when they hatch, they're soaking wet, and there's a tiny little speck of blood too. Isn't that fascinating? And within an hour, they dry off and they begin to fly. Well, I told him I had a cat, and I had a cat back then, and he said just to put it somewhere where the cat couldn't get at it, which is impossible, but what can you do? So I decided to put it high up on a ledge where the cat hardly ever went, and it was there the next morning, so it seemed okay. Well, next week, very, very early in the morning, this guy calls me and he says, "April, do you have a butterfly this morning?" And I told him, "Hold on," and then I went to go and I got up on the ledge and I saw, and there was this tiny wet spot and a little speck of blood, but no butterfly. I thought to myself, oh dear God in heaven, the cat got it! And so I go to tell this guy, and then I see it there under the dressing table. It was moving. One wing. The cat had got at it, but it was still alive. And I told the guy, and he says, "Oh God, no! Don't you see what you've done? Don't you see that's a living thing?" And I got dressed, and I took it down to the park, and I put it on a rose. It was summer then. And it seemed like it was going to be all right. I think, anyway. But that man, I just felt so damaged by him. Just awful. It was so cruel. So I called him back up on the phone and I said, "Listen, I'm a living being too, you shithead!" I never heard from him again.
That reminds me of something I did to someone once. I mean, it's not really the same thing, but you'll see. I was at a party once, and I met a girl, lovely girl. And Well, it was just like you and me, April. We connected. You don't mind me telling you this, do you?
No.
It just came to my mind. Well, we connected, right? In such a beautiful way. And, well, we're talking. And then suddenly we couldn't talk anymore. No more words. We just stood there looking at each other. We were both bathed in perspiration. Our breathing was short. Our legs were trembling. We just left. We drove to one of those motels. And went inside and we started kissing and touching and then she said, I think you should go get lots of champagne and baby oil. And we should just get beautifully high and just rub, And she said she would be right there on the bed when I got back. And so I left. I rushed out. I drove until I could find a drugstore and a liquor store that were open, and I got lots of champagne and baby oil. And I was coming back to the motel. Couldn't find it. And I drove for 3 hours looking for it, and I never found it. I never saw her again.
That is the most extraordinary story I've ever heard. That poor girl. And you drove around for 3 hours?
More. And I drove around all night. And I had all the champagne, the baby oil, and sweat dripping down my face.
That poor girl, she never knew. That's so sad. I just don't know what to say or do.
It's very, very sad.
But, Robert, those stories don't really follow. I don't see the connection. Unless... Oh, you must have thought of that poor girl as a wounded butterfly.
Yes. That's it.
camera woman.